In this Where Winds Meet video, I bring you 10 plus secrets every player needs to know about. These consist of some amazing tips to things the game doesn't tell you and more. Let's go. How's it going, guys? My name is DPJ, and if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps me out, and if you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Okay, so there's loads in this game in which you have to learn for yourself. And within today's video, I hope to teach you something you didn't already know, so let's get into it. Okay, so when it comes to upgrading gear in this game, the game itself does a great job in showing you exactly where you can get those certain items or materials from. As you can see right here, I'm about to enhance my bracers, but as you can see, one of the materials I need is fur. Now I have plenty because I've been doing exactly what I'm about to show you, but as you can see, besides the life support boxes and the vendors I can purchase these from, if I want to save my resources, my materials, my currencies, I can also farm those elk, deer, wolves and boars. And if you wanted to actually resource farm like this, you can make it a lot easier upon yourself. So if you bring up your map, if you click on this icon right here, you can actually, guys, here pin 5 different things on your map. So elk, deer, wolves and boars. They're just 4 or 5 I can indeed pin at the same time. And from here, guys, these will be pinned on your map and they will appear on your mini map when you get close to them. And if you want, guys, you can even track these, and when you are tracking these and you're farming them, if you kill them or farm them for certain materials you have indeed pinned, it will auto track you to the nearest next resource location, and this can be used to easily farm more or less any resource in regards to upgrading in this game. So yeah, do what you gotta do. Another thing I've seen a lot of people unaware of is the fact you can actually mine and log yourself by breaking rocks and more or less cutting down those trees. Now if you have ever come across a shiny rock or even a pinned copper on your map, and sometimes you've got to said copper and you can't farm it, it's because you need to do a certain requirement. And until you do this, guys, you won't actually be able to farm said resource. So there's a side mission called Artisans. Now this chain will indeed unlock the abilities for you to do this, guys, to farm these kind of resources. Now again, this is a quest chain, so you may have done the first part, but you need to find the artisans upon your map and complete it, people. And then, guys, when it comes to you pinning any form of a resource on your map, and you need to do more than just pick it up, if it's a shiny rock or a tree, you can now, guys, farm these by simply, well, what I do is, you can use your weapons, but just a jump slam is more than enough to actually take these out super efficiently, so do what you gotta do. Also, guys, if you did not know, you can auto heal in this game. There's an option where you can actually automatically consume food upon your health getting below a certain point, which you can set, which will then the game will use that food to auto heal you. So if you come to this point in the map, guys, and you complete this simple fishing challenge, you get the divine stuffed fish recipe. Now this recipe can easily be made, people, and then be slotted to auto heal. It takes herbs, wild fruits, and then, guys, those fish. Now the herbs and the wild fruits are easy to find throughout the open world. Fish, on the other hand, besides fishing, what else can you do? Well, actually, you can fish much easier, and that is by using the Tai Chi Mystic skill. Upon entering any body of water, as long as you can indeed walk into the water, upon it getting to about chest height, using that Tai Chi will indeed allow you to catch fish. Simple as that, people. Get to crafting that divine stuffed fish, slot it into your auto consume slot, set your health to whatever you want it to auto consume at, and you are good to go, people. Keep in mind, I think in boss battles this will not come into play, but anywhere else indeed will. Another thing about farming is probably the best passive skill in the entire game, and that's Treasure Seeker. Now I know this is one that's been covered by many people, but I thought I'd mention it here just for those that may have missed it. So if you go into your develop menu, click on details on the right hand side, you'll have this menu pop up. Click on this icon right here. This brings you up a menu which shows you your basic exploration attributes, and the total number here you have indeed got. This is a list of things you can indeed level by doing the certain requirements, and the requirements you can see by simply clicking on them. For the most part, these are leveled by exploring, collecting those oddities, completing the minigame challenges scattered around the map like archery, pitch pot, gift of the gab and so forth. And what's important about leveling these up, guys, is later on in the game you will come across certain level gear which will require a certain level in any one of these attributes for you to even use them. So it's definitely important, guys, you keep on top of these. Now if you click on this thing right here, which is your exploration skills, you actually guys here have passives which you can indeed unlock via leveling those previous page attributes. Now there are loads here you can indeed look at, but the best one of the bunch is down here, and it's called Treasure Seeker. This highlights nearby chests on your map, and it truly is a game changer. And to unlock this guys, you need 600 total aspiration attribute points. This number is a total number of attribute points you have across every stat on the previous page combined. So doing them all contributes to this. We then need 75 in that perception and 75 in elegance. Now to get perception you have two options, collecting those oddities or completing the archery minigames found around your map. Now the oddities you need to do consist of anything you use your bow for. Shooting those purple butterflies, beehives, birds at the sky, etc, etc. So yeah, not really hard to comprehend. Elegance is a little bit different though. Here guys you have that gourmet mode or the kitten hunt. Now the kitten hunt is you literally running around your map finding kittens and indeed stroking them. Simple as that really. Now I have a short clip you can see on screen now. This highlights every single kitten found in both regions. So watch it, pause it if you need to, save this part of the video, do what you gotta do to find those kittens. Each one will give you +1 elegance. Now the gourmet mode is a little different and there's a much deeper system to this I definitely recommend you getting familiar with. So in and around your map people, you'll find these food vendors. Basically NPCs with a bowl above their head, these are a food vendor. Now these guys, if you purchase dishes from them and consume them, you get a +1 elegance for each dish. So if they have 2 dishes, you get a minimum of +2 elegance. And it works a little bit different than most people think, and I'll explain in a quick second. Now when it comes to doing this gourmet mode for that elegance, I definitely recommend you come into these vendors I'm about to show you right now, because there's more to this. First up, this one right here. Now these food vendors, if you did not know, you can actually buy and eat food which benefits you in regards to buffing a certain aspect of the game. A lot of the time resource farming and so forth, i.e. mining, chopping down those trees in logging, etc, etc. Yeah, so this vendor guys, if you buy his meal plans, his foods, you'll see that they do indeed buff that farming of harvesting and mining. And there's many of these across the entire game, and again there's a deeper system here to this. Never mind the food you buy, you can also earn rewards for leveling these dudes up, and again at the same time people, they also give you that elegance, which is an important stat for your overall attribute stat, as well as getting that treasure seeker passive skill which allows you to find those chests. So yeah. Now the thing about these food vendors, and again so I'm going to explain the system to you, it isn't just about the foods that they do indeed sell. Again though, as I said, I recommend you buying the foods firstly, that will help you out later on, but not all these food vendors will offer this kind of food. So yeah, the ones I showcased to you guys were probably the ones I'd recommend you using first. But every single one of these food vendors you'll come across on the map guys, they actually have progression bars that you can indeed level up, which in turn will reward you. So buying their foods, both foods will increase their progression bar, i.e. their affection progression. Reaching a 200 here will reward you great items like in a way chests. Simply guys, buy the first food to level up the bar firstly, get 100 points here. Then buy the second food to level up the second bar, get 200 in total. Once you've leveled these food vendors up, you click this chest and you claim those rewards. Simple as that guys. And this is the same for every single food vendor on the map. Now remember, consuming these meals will indeed reward you that elegance, which is an importance that you need. And this is actually that new thing that I learned that I feel most people don't know about. Now most people think you only get one elegance per meal type, so after no matter how many meals you consume of them, you'll get a +2 maximum per vendor you buy their meals from. So if you come across a vendor they offer 2 meals, you'll get +2 elegance max. That's actually wrong, people. So if you bring up your menu, you click on compendium, then click on food and drink, and then click on cuisine. Here guys, you will see tons of different meals. Now as you can see, these meals, top right or top left sorry of the icons, you can see they got 3 dots. Now these 3 dots represent the elegance you can indeed earn from these. Now this is determined by the amount of said food, these foods that you eat. So as you can see right here guys, you get +1 elegance for the first time you eat any of these meals, like I have done with this wheat rice. But if you click on this guys and click where it says consumption, you can see that little small arrow here. Click this and this brings up your progression of said items and the elegance you can indeed get. Consuming more of said foods will indeed progress this bar quicker, and you'll see me doing this with this wheat rice. I'm eating more of them, and every so often guys, as this progression bar is filling up, I'm getting more elegance. It really is as simple as that, people. Now total mastery here on these will give you more elegance points, but this is where it does indeed stop. So after this point guys, no matter how much of these meals you do indeed consume, you won't get any more elegance from them. So yes, do keep that in mind. But this is a great way to indeed raise that elegance if you are in need of it to get that treasure seeker passive skill. Now if you are low on those commerce coins which are used to purchase these meals from these food vendors, there are simple ways to actually get them. Main quest story will reward you these. The Meow Meow Temple will give you loads of these, people, and the season shop for those jade fish will also give you some of these commerce coins. So yeah, keep on top of them. Okay, so let's move on to antiques. So if you did not know, there are certain gear pieces you can indeed find and collect which are known as antiques. These have backstory, they have rewards tied behind them, and they count towards your overall progression. Now to find out what you have, go into your bag, click on appearance. At the bottom you can see it says filter, then click under antique, select traceable. Here guys, on the screen you'll see what you actually have appear. Now these won't actually appear under the recycle tab, so you can't get rid of them this way, but if you do click on them one by one, you can get rid of them, so don't do that. So what you have here guys are certain items that are tied to certain NPCs and have backstories found across the map. But people, there's a way to actually get clues into whose gear these are, how you reap those benefits. So yeah, so what do you have to do to get those clues? Well, when you reach 5k exploration within the first region, you can unlock and claim this incense burner. If you then take this incense burner to this part of the map, people, and give it to this NPC, he basically lights up this incense burner where you can actually basically submit for clues in regards to the gear and how you progress with it. Now I know some people will have accidentally got rid of some of these antiques, which is fine, people, because you can recover them. And how this works guys is, again, you need to have given this NPC this incense burner. He needs to have lit that incense burner. You need to be able to interact with it. So just make sure guys you got that 5k exploration before you even look into this. Before this point, do not get rid of any antiques, but if you accidentally do, once you get to this point, people, you can actually speak to this NPC again, which has set all this up for you. You can give him 500 coins and he will give you a random piece of that antique gear that you would have got rid of or lost. Now this isn't something I myself have done. I haven't got rid of any of my antique gear, but I've been told via multiple sources that this is indeed the way. So yes, if you've lost any antique gear, come to this NPC once you've reached 5k exploration XP and claim that incense burner. Speak to him, do what you gotta do. You can give him 500 coins, he will recover it for you. I think it comes via a chest and you are good to go. Back to that incense burner, get the clue about it and progress from there. Okay, so moving on. Now when it comes to chests that you need to lockpick, the game basically tells you via audio clues the right symbols you need to do indeed select. If you just listen closely for a double click on any of the symbols, you know it's the right one. Simple as that. Now another easy way to indeed get great loot is doing those bounties. So if you bring up your menu, click on Wandering Paths, bottom right, click on Bounties. far right you have bounty hunting, and here guys will be a list of mostly NPCs you can click on, track down within a few minutes, take them out to earn all this juicy loot. Do keep in mind though, sometimes there are actually other players listed here, so if you want to hunt down other players, you will be rewarded way more handsomely for them. So yeah, do what you gotta do there. And don't forget, those bounty tokens can be spent via the bounty shop at the same time. So one of the best in a way passives in the entire game is indeed the morale chant. Coming to this NPC and spending 5k Echo Jade on it is definitely worth it if you have it spare. This in a way is basically great no matter the playstyle or what you're using within this game. It definitely helps. So if you collect those oddities, as I mentioned earlier, they are very important. Well, you can submit the ones you collect in the first area to this oddities vendor found right here on the map. Now this, as you probably are aware of, is basically a passive skill tree you can indeed unlock nodes with via spending those oddities you've collected in the first region. But did you know the very last node you can indeed unlock here guys is indeed called the Music of Young Ping, I believe. This bell fragment, once you have it people, can be used to repair the Peace Bell Tower bell found right here on the map people. So yeah, come here, repair this actual bell, and upon you actually ringing this bell people, it weakens every world boss in the region. So yes, definitely worth doing for sure. Okay, so if you come to the Blissful Retreat, upon these riverbed right here, there's a goose which normally kicks your ass if you go anywhere near it. But if you use your Tai Chi on this thing and throw this bird into the water, you actually defeat it. This guys can then be unlocked as a companion, which you can indeed summon for boss battles for it to enter and do a little extra damage for you. So yeah, the old P Goose is actually quite cool. Now you can also guys get the Honking Havoc Mystic skill, which is another way to basically use a goose as a weapon. If you come to this point on the map people, follow this path to witness this goose kicking this bear's ass. If you observe it, you then indeed unlock this mystic skill. Pretty wild people, but there we have it for another Where Winds Meet a video. Now I have tons and tons of other secrets, tips and tricks written down, so we'll be bringing you another video of sort. Guys, if you enjoyed that, leaving a like really helps out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully guys, I will see you on that next one.